All right, and welcome back to Commissioner's Corner. We have finished up week one. We will go through all of the rundown in week one, take a look at the updated standings, talk about the hot waiver wires after this week one, and then we will get to week two as well. What a great first week it's been. We had a lot of close matchups and a couple blowouts, but for the most part, I think everybody did what we thought they were going to do. Power rankings were out. Connor Price just added them. If you need to look at them, go look at that. But let's get started here. So we'll start off. Fire Goodell, Connor Price versus Huey Lewis in the news and me. And I got screwed, and I promised myself I wouldn't go on a rant here today about Sam Bradford bullshitting his way to 25.5 points and completely fucking over my entire team. I'm not going to say much more about it. Connor knows he got lucky. He got a lucky week, and that's all it is. We're going to bounce back next week. Next, a huge shocker. Orenthal didn't do it, and Trey Buford versus Big Baller Brand. Orenthal didn't do it. Comes out on top 79-66. Aaron Elker, 0-1 on the season. His top score was the Steelers' defense, and they played the Cleveland Browns. He had to expect that. Aaron's team just really took a tumble here. Didn't even get to 70 points. If your team's not given to 70 points, that's rough. Now, game 3, Team Donna and Cole Weiger versus Let My Cameron Go and Joe Hennessy with the tightest win of the week. He wins by 1.2 points, I think. I can't do math right now, but he won and beat Cole, which I'm so happy about because, again, we can reiterate this every time. Cole blew it for a softball team, and I'm still a little bit salty. But Joe's top scorer was Golden Tate with 11.4 and just had a well-rounded week. And the Eagles' defense put up 23 for Cole. Team Moran versus Team Miller. Todd Gurley puts up 15.6 for Moran, but it wasn't enough. He comes up 47 points short and loses to Team Miller 108-61. Luke's belly rolls in the Lake Show. Another tight matchup. The Lake Show comes away by 1.2 points, riding that Jaguars defense. Chandler's good news for you is Leonard Fournette looked good. That was one of the things you had to be watching. Keeking It Real versus Team CD's Nuts. I don't think this is much of a surprise after Thursday night Kareem Hunt smackdown with 40.6 points there. Stephon Diggs, though, for Team CD's Nuts, got 20.7, and Cam Dillon actually put up the most points of anybody that lost. It was 0.4 points behind him. And then you've got the best matchup of the week, possibly the most comical, Cam Frost versus Pace Thomas. And Pace Thomas sets an all-time record for worst fantasy week of all time with 43.6 points, and he loses 102-43. His best player was actually his kicker, which is worse than anything I could imagine. 15 points for the kicker. Absolutely unbelievable from Pace. So if we take a look here at the standings, obviously it's 7 or 1-0, 7 0-1. But Luke leads number 1 with points. Team Miller behind him. Cam Frost behind that. Fire Goodell, The Lake Show. Orenthal didn't do it. Let My Cameron Go. Team CD's Nuts. Huey Lewis at the news. Luke's Belly Rolls. Team Donna. Big Baller Brand. Team Moran. And finally, Ryan and Pacer Buds. I don't think it will be any surprise to anybody if Pacers end up with the one with the dip mile at the end of the year after a 43-point performance. Just absolutely horrendous. Now let's talk about the waiver wires were hot, and in my opinion, one of the best pickups on the waiver wires was Tariq Cohen. I actually had him on my waiver wire pickup too, but Moran lost Allen Robinson. Odell's still out. He is depleted right now, looking for something to come back. Tariq Cohen, good pickup. We had Cameron Artis-Payne was dropped, and a kicker was picked up. Probably a smart move. I picked up Cooper Kupp from the LA Rams and dropped Sammy Coates. Charles Clay was added. Cowboys defense. A lot of people looking up to next week, trying to make themselves that much better. Again, 95% of fantasy teams who go 0-2 to start do not make the playoffs. So this is a must-win for 7 teams this week. Otherwise, your odds are not in your favor. But let's go to week 2. And good golly, we've got another great week of matchups here. If we can get to it. One of the best matchups of the week, Ryan Montgomery versus Jarrett Lewis. The projections are at 94-100 in Ryan's favor. We'll see how that pans out for him. I don't anticipate him to go any higher than 85, maybe. Maybe Gronk bounces back. Team Moran versus Team Weichert. This might be the best game of the week. It's projected 91-88 in Moran's favor. I don't see either of those teams scoring above 60 points, but we'll find out this week. Then we've got Big Baller Brand versus Luke's Belly Rolls. And Big Baller Brand projected 89 to Stillings 94. I'll take Stillings in that. He had a solid showing. Elkert's team really sucked, but that's a bad all the 0-1s. Orenthal didn't do it versus Luke Cosiano. I'm going to take Trey on this one. I think Trey's a sleeper, even though he's projected to lose by 1 point. But I don't think Kareem Hunt's going to show out, and I think that's really going to put Luke's team in a deficit. Let My Cameron Go versus Fire Goodell, a battle of undefeateds. Fire Goodell projected to win by 2 points, 98-96. I project Connor to win that by at least 25-30 points. I don't see the potential in Joe's team, as Connor alluded to in the power rankings. And then you've got Team Miller versus I Fucked Your Mom and Cam Frost. Miller projected 85. Frost projected 79. Wow, that's surprising. He was bumped up to number 1, I believe, in the power rankings. His team looked good. He's got Phillip Rivers, possibly the greatest quarterback of all time. And then you've got Team CD's Nuts versus Ryan and Pacer Buds. Cam Dillon projected 85. Pace projected 88. I see Pace's team scoring right around 55 because he's got Jameis back, but the rest of his team is still going to be ass cheeks. So that's our week 2 rundown of all the matchups. Again, this has been every week is going to be amazing. We've got 14 teams. All the matchups are going to be fucking crazy. We've got high matchups. We've got low matchups. But this is what it's all about. Fantasy football. We're all competing for the dip mile. Cibola. You know what? In case anybody forgot what they were competing for, this is her right here. This is it. This is what everything's fucking going for. This is what's on the line. I hope you guys are taking your shit seriously. I know Team Miller's not watching these videos. Nobody gives me any more hints about his team. We had to do it week 1. But week 2, we've got the Tampa Bay. Mike Evans coming back. I'm pumped about that. Jarvis Landry's going to be back. All those guys are going to be back. It's going to be a great week 2. Let's get amped up. Good luck to everybody, and may God be with you.